All right, and there we are. We're live.
Hey,
Welcome back to the Two Dudes podcast. This is, I think, episode 10, right? Yeah. It's one of the episodes that's,
close.
close to it. But yeah, Adam just got back from a
Hello.
nice little weekend, and we
I
took the
did.
last weekend off just because, we had things to do, and that's all
Yeah.
right.
Sue us. I
Yeah,
dare
so
ya.
sue us. I had one too many dues, and I just needed a rest, and that's fine.
Oh, speaking of dues, I thought I would start this by opening up a nice little Baja
Oh
Flash.
man.
How about to say I've been looking for this for 2 whole weeks. I was at work and I was like, you know what, James? Because James has been working with us for a little bit. Let's just pop into the Safeway, see if they got
See if
any.
they got it.
And I looked on their website. Said they didn't have any like in a 50-mile radius. I went in, they had a 12 pack. I'm about to say this is a very controversial flavor. I've had like all the other team members I work for try
Mm-hmm.
one. It's very pina colada-y. So if you don't like coconut,
Yeah.
you're not gonna like this.
Okay.
It's very, very coconutty.
I
But
I like
like if you
coconut.
like
I like
coconut,
that flavor. The pina colada flavor. I have to find that one. That's the only one that I haven't had. I had obviously I've had the Baja Blast. I've had
yeah,
the Baja. Was it the Baja Punch? Right? Is it called?
yeah,
But I have not had the
yeah.
Baja Flash. Need
It's
to
been
have it.
hard to find. No. It's nice because it's like it's a very distinct flavor. I think all the rest of them are, very Mountain Dewy.
Yeah.
This is like still a little Mountain Dewy, but it like stands on its own, I feel like.
Yeah.
I really thoroughly enjoy this one.
Yeah.
All right, we're done with the Mountain Dew review.
I mean, are we?
We never really are.
Yeah, I I need to find it. I had to drive so far to get just the Baja Punch, and that was just like the one bottle of it. I would love to get
Yeah.
a Baja Flash. I wonder if it tastes. So the thing that I was curious about is how it compares the Baja Flash, how it compares to uh, what is it, Fanta. I had Fanta a couple
Oh,
weeks ago, and they had a pineapple flavor,
yeah.
and it was like it reminded me kind of Mountain Dew, like a
Hmm.
separate flavor of Mountain Dew,
Yeah.
which I feel like is the best compliment I can give a soda, is that it reminds me
Hmm.
of Mountain Dew. Um,
Very much so.
but yeah, it was very pineapple-y. It did remind me of pina colada, but there's no coconut in that one. There's not. I didn't say it at least, so
Yeah.
I have to find it. I must.
Yeah,
Um,
I would say just pop in whenever you can and you'll might get lucky.
I'll
I,
just
I
have to
got
look
lucky.
online. Yeah, that's what I did the other day. I went with Jessica, and I was just like, let's just go to the store. Let's just see. I just want to check it out. You
Jessica,
know.
we need to go get bread. I ate the last of the
Yeah.
bread.
Right.
It's Max in midnight eating a whole loaf of bread. It's like, didn't we just buy
Didn't we
bread
just buy some
a couple
bread?
days ago?
Oh man, but you know what? It's worth it.
Mm,
So,
yeah.
but anyways, I'm sure I'll find it one way or the
Yeah.
other. I'll find it. But anyways, what I've been thinking about lately is, before we started the podcast was I heard a lot of I've been hearing a lot of stuff about Warzone and Activision Blizzard is going through its, BS, and with Halo Infinite coming out as well as Battlefield, I was just wanting to talk about, get your thoughts and kind of just go around the topic of the state that
Yeah.
Warzone is in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have heard of we're talking about like the lawsuit, correct? The
Yeah.
Activision Blizzard lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
I've like heard a little bit about it. I really haven't had much time to like go full board into it.
Yeah.
So if you know a little bit, could you give me a little bit of background?
Oh yeah. So I mean, there's a couple things. Um, One, Activision Blizzard is dealing with its like lawsuit with the state of California for hostile work environment,
Hmm.
and it also, I mean, I watch a lot of not so much anymore, but I used to watch a lot of Warzone streamers, Call of Duty streamers, and they constantly talk about, the state that Warzone is in and it being pretty boring. And I played it a lot too. I played it with Edgar. I've played it with you before, like once, but it was like, you know, I don't know. It was always kind of difficult for me to get into simply because there were a lot of things that I don't know. I always liked Modern Warfare a little more,
Yeah.
um, and there were some glaring problems in Warzone that just I don't know. I couldn't reconcile with. But that was the big thing was Activision Blizzard dealing with its lawsuit, and then Warzone just having some major competition coming up in, you know, Halo Infinite and Battlefield. Splitgate was another one that's like kind of has some Halo type mechanics, but it also has portals that you can
Mm.
use, like actual like the game portal. Um,
Yeah.
so there's like competition, right? Which I think is great for games. They all need to be competing with each other and pushing each other further. But it seems like Warzone just always kind of puts band aids on things, or Activision just kind of puts a band aid on things as far as
Yeah.
Warzone goes. So that's what I was talking about.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, I, I've always me and my friend Key, we game together a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually me and his wife. Me, him, and his wife game a lot.
Okay.
And we started actually gaming playing Blackout,
Oh yeah.
uh Black Ops
Mm-hmm.
Black Ops 4 Blackout, which is the battle royale for the Black Ops 4.
Yeah.
And we still to this day think that Blackout is one of the best battle royales. Like, it
Yeah.
has its flaws, but for what it was and how fun it was one of the best. And comparing that to Warzone, I think Warzone is garbage. Like, perfectly honest, like, it doesn't really have a lot of flair. It's it does have a lot of cool mechanics in it,
Right.
like the gulag, and I guess kind of the buyback system is really cool, but I think you said it. It's just the same game. You
Yeah.
just put a kind of a band-aid on it a couple of times and expect it to be like different, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not ever going to be really different unless you change
No.
it.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
it's with Battlefield coming
Mm-hmm.
out, it doesn't have a battle royale, but it's going to
Customizable.
be
You can have
huge.
game modes that you can make your own game modes. So you could
Yeah.
essentially, I don't know if you saw that um, in the video or like the presentation that they gave for Battlefield, but you can essentially like program your own modes in Battlefield 2042. So you could essentially make your own battle royale if you wanted to.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how um, extensive it'll be. I'm sure you'll be limited in some way, but
Yeah.
I've seen like other bigger people like on YouTube have started to talk about it, um, about Warzone and the state of things and, the problems with it. But I don't know. I played it, but I just always liked. I grew up playing just Modern Warfare, so that's what I was
Yeah.
used to, and regular Black Ops. I think it was like my favorite one. I thought Black Ops 3 was probably the best in my opinion.
Yeah.
Um, and then Modern Warfare 2. which is essentially what this is. It's like a remastered version of Modern Warfare 2, I believe. Isn't it?
The newest Modern
Yeah,
Warfare.
yeah.
Kind of.
I mean, so, but if you remember,
You know,
like
it just.
last year, like it had, not to interrupt you, but
I don't know.
to
Go ahead.
interrupt you, um, you had the map of Verdansk, right? And you had these pretty cool like points of interest that they would sprinkle in, and they had a few other things that they would kind of do to make it new, new guns, bundles, skins, and whatnot. And then at the end of it, they were kind of teasing this new map that things were going to be wildly different, and that we were all super excited about it. We were going to go someplace different. Verdansk, there was like word, that there was going to be a nuke, and that the nuke was going to
Yeah.
destroy it. And that's what people were excited for. That, at least that's what I was excited for. And that is kind of what I got from other people is, ooh, they're going to nuke it. It's going to be something new, something brand new. And then they did that in-game event where the map got nuked, and then they took us back in time, and we're like, oh, yeah, this is going to be awesome. And then we're at the same damn place. You know what I mean? We're at the same freaking same map. It's just a new skin. You have some new place over in the mountains, some new buildings. There's like one new skyscraper in there, with Nakatomi Plaza and whatnot. But for the most part, it's the same freaking thing. You know?
Yeah. It's lazy. That's what it is.
Yeah.
There's
It
there's
felt really
there's
lazy.
other games like Apex. I guess even like going back to what I was saying, like Blackout, they did have map changes, but it was always the same map. But every time, every kind of like season that would come, it would kind of change the map in a way. So like the dam would break, then the water would raise, and it's like a mainly like water level and stuff like
Okay.
that.
Yeah, and there
Um,
were like you had the ability to be in the water too, right? Like there were
yeah.
boats and whatnot. I never played Blackout, so.
So yeah, there's boats, helicopters, like ATVs, cars,
Hmm.
things like that.
Yeah.
Um, so it never had another map, but it changed it up. Whereas Warzone, I've always known it as Verdansk, and
Yeah.
at a certain point, just is lazy,
Yeah, it's getting
And
boring. Like I'm burnt out on it, and that's what I feel. People are getting where we're reaching that point where people are just getting burnt out on it, and it's been out since March of 2020, so almost a year and a half, and really no major changes.
yeah,
And this is like a game that has made Activision Blizzard $3 billion so far.
hmm
You know, like what are you guys doing?
yeah. What? And there's constantly like kind of going off of it being lazy, but you know, constantly cheaters, constantly like just stuff to not make it fun.
Yeah,
And that's something like other games have done well about, like fighting the anti-cheater or
yeah,
creating anti-cheat software and stuff like that, and they just can't seem to do it. Like I don't even play it, but it's just I constantly am hearing people like
yeah,
complain about like hackers and stuff like that. So
yeah. I hear people complain about that too. Um, I don't think I think I hear streamers or big YouTubers talk about it a lot simply because those are the ones that are like the best at the game, right? And
yeah,
so the hackers are typically because they have such a high KD or so many kills, they're getting and it's a skill-based matchmaking game. So the people that are really good at the game are getting put into these lobbies that are more likely to have a hacker because they're
mm,
just like destroying it. Me, I
yeah,
was okay. I wasn't like all that good, but I wasn't like absolute garbage. So I was like kind of like always in this weird position where I didn't really encounter hackers, but every once in a while I did, probably because they got banned and then they were, made a new account and got into a game.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
I know it's an issue, and that again, that's just another thing that's like it's gotten to the point where Activision Blizzard hasn't it's been so long since they've really done anything about hackers. It's almost as if they're refusing to do anything about it.
Yeah.
Because how expensive could it be to implement an anti-cheat software? I guarantee you it's within the realm of $3 billion or however billion
I
dollars Activision Blizzard's worth.
Yeah, I guarantee you it's a drop in the well, a penny
Yeah.
in the well compared to what they've made, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like something like there's other I don't know really how it works, but there's other games that have created anti-cheat software. Either they've created it or they've had other companies create it for them.
Yep.
So it's out there. Why don't they just, buy the licensing off like one of those? Or I don't know if
Yep.
that's how it works, but it seems like it's easy enough to do it.
Yeah. They could either make their own, which they do have a
I mean,
very soft anti-cheat, but a lot of it is like, you know, relies on other people reporting it.
yeah.
And then you also have the problem too that, like, are are they really hacking, or do you just suck, or are they just way better than you? You know what I mean? Because I've seen
Very
some
true.
people where they're like, "Oh, that guy's hacking," and then I'll watch the video. I'm like, I think that was just a good shot, or that was just a good move, or that's just good game sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
No, I've definitely been in that situation where I'm like, dude, that dude's totally hacking, and then me and my buddy like watch the kill feed and like, well, he's
okay,
probably just pretty good at it.
yeah, or
Like,
like, how did he know I was behind the wall? And then you watch the kill cam, and it's like you're glitching through the door or something. You know? And you're like, oh yeah, okay, all right, fine,
yeah,
that's fair, fair.
yeah. But you know what? I'm super excited about Halo. I'm super excited about
Yeah,
Battlefield. You know, I I was really happy about Cold War when it first came out, and then a few months after, it just kind of like started not becoming as fun anymore.
yeah.
Um, but the crazy thing is because who makes what are the two? It's like Treyarch and what's
Raven
the other
soft.
company that Ravensoft? They
Yeah,
like had to switch off.
yeah.
There's something with they didn't switch off for Cold War or something like that.
Mm,
So it's gonna be going back to like the Blackout. I think Treyarch is the
nice.
one that does Blackout because it was Modern Warfare and Cold War, which I think are both
Right,
from the same
right,
company,
right.
and so they wanted to do that Warzone. And actually, what I heard, this is just like a rumor I heard, but when they did Cold War, they wanted to make a new battle
Mm-hmm.
royale, and that's actually what the. Did you ever play Zombies or see the Zombies that came out with the
Yeah, I
Cold
did.
War?
Oh, and to
Like that newer kind of open world zombie that they had
yeah, yeah, yeah.
map.
Not to
That was the framework for their battle royale,
yeah,
and they ended up not like I don't remember what it was, but not finishing the game, or they were asked to not finish it, and had Ravensoft, I believe, come in and finish it, and then so
yeah,
they basically like stopped that battlefield. They put all their energy into Warzone apparently, and then just kind of migrated that to
yeah,
like a zombies map.
yeah,
So that might be part of the reason why
yeah.
nothing has really been done.
Um, to address the so we have somebody in the chat that just said hello, howdy,
Oh hi,
JCB. But yeah, I don't know what's going on, but like you said, I think the word is just lazy. So,
yeah,
to JCB, if you're still here, what we were talking about is just how Warzone is just kind of lost its appeal overall, which is sad because I actually really did love the game, but I had been getting really bored of the game for like a couple months, mainly because like I never really had a consistent group of people to play the BR with. And I mean, I really only played with Edgar, but
yeah,
he had a lot more time to play than me. I was in school, and I will be again pretty soon. So it's like he's always like, "Hey, can you play right now?" And I'm like working on a paper, or I'm watching a movie with Jessica, or I'm doing something else, and it's like, I'm playing like in the morning for like an hour or two. So it's like our schedules never really lined up, you know?
Yeah.
So I would end up, just watching streamers play it for the most part. And that's what JCB said too. Um, he says he doesn't play it himself, but he watches streamers play it. So, and we've talked about that as well. Um, when we're talking about problems with Warzone, I tend to trust like what streamers say or popular streamers say because those are the ones. I mean, I trust what the smaller streamers say too, but the people that are really large, like Nick Merckx or something like that, I mean, he's on that game every day, pretty much, like 6 days a
Yeah.
week, 5, 6 days a week for hours on end, right? So when they talk about problems, it's like I'm inclined to trust their word because they see a lot of the game. The only problem
Yeah.
is when they talk about those problems, especially with hackers, they're so good at the game and they play so much of it that they're more likely to encounter hackers. Where I think the average Joe Schmo playing the game probably won't encounter that many. When I played Warzone, I didn't encounter it all that much. The biggest problem that I had when I was getting upset with the game was just kind of how lackluster it had become.
Yeah.
Like nothing had really changed. So, but like you said, it's like they kind of just dropped the ball on it. There was maybe something lost in translation between Treyarch and Ravensoft or whatever the heck they're doing over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but it's coming back. I've heard that the next Call of Duty is going back to like the Black Ops kind of feel, and
mhm.
I don't remember exactly what. I think it's like like a past war game. Like I
Oh
want to
yeah,
say
yeah, yeah,
it's like another World War II game or something.
yeah.
But
That's what I
you
heard too.
know, we'll just kind of see how it goes.
Yeah,
There's other really good games that are coming out. So
yeah. So my opinion is like I don't think Warzone's going anywhere. Call of Duty's definitely not going anywhere. It's like
yeah.
it's secured its position in like game history and game in the gaming world to where it's going to be fine. And I think this like exodus of streamers from Warzone to like Apex or other games for now is just kind of temporary until problems are fixed. But I still
I
think
mean,
that Activision Blizzard should be just a little bit concerned about, Halo. There's kind of maybe rumors that Halo will have a BR2, and then
yeah.
also Battlefield.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I think Halo is going to be really good. But you know what? You're saying I don't really think Warzone's going anywhere, and I completely agree. I mean, look at kind of Fortnite. I still play Fortnite,
yeah,
FYI. I really like Fortnite. I think it's really kind of a simple kind of BR like,
yeah,
but I feel like a couple years ago streamers just stopped streaming it.
yeah,
And, I felt like everyone was kind of hating on it, but it's still like one of the biggest games
yeah, oh, yeah. People still,
you played.
I was looking up Twitch tracker the other day, and I think it's definitely top 5 games watched on Twitch.
Yeah.
Still. So,
Yeah. It's so as much as, I think Fortnite is a way better game than Warzone. I still don't think Warzone's going anywhere.
yeah. I played Fortnite once, and that was back like a couple years ago when it came out, and Edgar was telling me, "Dude, you gotta download this game. It's so awesome." And I played it once, and I was like, "This fucking game sucks." Like
I will
I don't.
say I did the exact same thing. The exact same thing when it came out. I was like, dude, I don't know how to build. I'm really bad. But now we started playing it because Blackout was kind of going down, and then we were waiting for the next Call of Duty. So we're like, dude, let's just try Fortnite. Let's just
Yeah.
see what it's like. And it's kind of cool because, like, yeah, you can build and stuff, but you're not forced to. You
Yeah.
can. I don't ever really build. I build a little bit, but you don't have to build in order to win. And we win a lot. But yeah, there's just different mechanics.
Yeah.
it's a breath of fresh air, I think.
Yeah, I agree. And then I mean, I don't hate on anybody that plays it. If you enjoy the game, fuck play it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
um, it was kind of nice, and I do like the way that it looks. It was a little bit different too because I hadn't played a third person shooter in a while, and it's like most of the time when you have a third person shooter, it's like I don't know. I don't for the games that I played, it was just a little bit different. So it was a learning curve there. Um, and then I also didn't know how to build. I didn't know the map. You know, I didn't know what I needed to get, and I was just like all constantly just getting ousted, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So, um, but you know, it's like I said, you play what you like, man.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
this
What you guys
fucking
want?
yeah, do what you want. But
Do what you want.
yeah, no, JCB was mentioning that he played it, but or they played it, but didn't have it downloaded because of the
Yeah,
storage. And that's also the other problem
that's
too with Warzone being so huge. Like it has no business being as large as it is.
no.
Like
It's a,
200 gigs.
it's. Oh, I was gonna say like 100 gigs. It's 200 gigs.
I'm almost certain it's closer to 200 gigs. If it's not 200, it's maybe like 180 something.
Eesh.
Well, no. So Warzone and Modern Warfare together, I think, is 200 gigs.
Okay,
Warfare or
that makes
Warzone
sense.
itself is probably closer to 100.
Yeah,
Um,
that makes sense.
but still, that's pretty big.
It's dumb.
Yeah.
Too big.
But it is too big. Um, it is pretty graphics intensive though. You know, so
Is it really?
I mean, it's more so than like something like Fortnite. You know,
That's true. Yeah,
um,
no.
or
More than Fortnite.
yeah. Or another game like popular game like Valorant. I mean, Valorant has some like pretty cool graphics, but it's like the shaders are different. So,
Yeah, it's just
um,
more cartoony.
yeah, exactly. But the thing is, there's like not that many like battle royales that are out right now. I
No,
mean, there's Warzone, Fortnite, um, PUBG, which I don't know how many people are like how popular that is still, but I mean, it's one of the originators of the battle royale, right?
yeah.
Um, or if not the originator, wasn't it the first battle royale game?
I don't know about the first. I remember people were playing H1Z1,
Oh yeah.
or I believe before, and I loved watching people play H1Z1. As much flack as it got later
Uh huh.
on, it was pretty fun. But I think that's probably one of the first battle
Yeah.
royales.
Let's see. Let's find out. Um, yeah, I'm seeing PUBG, but it was like said something about DayZ as well.
Yeah.
Um, but in any case, it's one of those, you know. So
Have you, speaking kind of a tangent a little bit, have you seen the um, movie that PUBG is based off of?
isn't it? I thought the battle royale genre was based off a movie, wasn't it? Like the
Yeah,
Japanese.
well, yeah, the Japanese movie,
Which one are
but
you talking about?
since PUBG, I think it's called Battle Royale or something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, Battle Royale.
Yeah,
It's where like the kids or
it's
the
like high school
class
kids or something like that.
gets high school kids get taken to an island and then they have to basically they're the last one to survive, like leaves or whatever.
Yeah,
It's pretty
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Little
And that
tangent.
started the. I mean, what was that other movie? Katniss. Everdeen. What
Hunger
are
Games?
Hunger Games? That's the one.
Yeah.
Because yeah, Battle Royale came out, and then that was like wildly popular, and then so they made Hunger Games too.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I don't think I saw the whole movie. Battle Royale, but I have seen parts of it. I know what the movie's about, obviously, and I've seen
Hmm.
parts of it. But it is like I love the concept of a BR game, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but for me, I sucked at Warzone, so it's like I would most always die within like the first 10 minutes, you know, especially if I
Yeah.
dropped somewhere hot. Because then it's like you drop somewhere that's like not that populated,
Mm-hmm.
and it takes forever to like get your loot and get money. And then you go somewhere and you last like 15 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever. Or you drop somewhere hot, get your money quick, and then, you died like right away. That's what happened with me.
Yeah.
And then I would
Yeah.
get upset, and then Edgar would get upset too. And then I realized after I started watching more people play the game Warzone, that's like I watch these like people that are supposed to be like the best in the world playing the game. That's exactly the same thing happens to them. They drop and they die, drop and they die. They
Yeah.
just do it all day, and then they use their best game clips to make a YouTube video. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, I feel a
Because
lot
it's
better.
really hard to like drop in to every single game and be like the best when there's
Yeah,
99 other people trying
yeah,
to do the exact same thing.
yeah.
It's statistically like impossible to
Every
have like
single
every
time.
single.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did find a list. We are talking about Battle Royale.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I was technically correct. Z1 Battle Royale, which was formerly H1Z1,
H1Z1.
early access was
Okay.
2015,
Mm-hmm.
and then the calling early access was 2016,
Okay.
and then PUBG was 2017.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great concept, man.
Yeah,
It's
it really
like
is.
it changed the way like games are played. It's not just like this one match. You go from one match to match. It's like a longer game match. Because if you're playing like regular multiplayer, it's like how long are the matches? I don't know,
10 minutes.
10 minutes or something.
Like
Yeah.
if that.
Um, but this one, it's like I think a 30-minute timer, right, for the whole game for
Yeah,
Warzone at
I
least.
think. Warzone.
I remember at least each match being at least 30 minutes. So, excuse me. But yeah, I just, things need to change. And the problem that I keep having too is like, you get bored with it. And then Activision Blizzard is like, okay, we got to do something. And they're like, oh, okay, well, oh, there's something wrong with this. The glitches are screwing up the game, or the game's boring. We need something new. Introduce a new map, point of interest, and they're like, all right, check out this sick new gun. And then it's like a broken meta gun where it's like way too powerful. Everybody and their mother's using it on the game, and then you forget about the bigger problems in the game, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, they've bought some time. That's what I see.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're making $3 billion in this game, and they can't allocate a couple $1 million to just like, each season,
Yeah,
like revamp it a little bit. It doesn't take a brain scientist or a brain surgeon to
come up with an
come up
interesting idea.
come up with creative ideas on how to like freshen up Warzone. It's
Yeah,
literally the exact same thing over and over again.
yeah. And again, like Nakatomi Plaza was like such a huge thing. Or when they had the ship, they added the
Yeah.
ship and the zombies in there for a while. Like everybody was going there. It was something new and exciting. And then, like you said, how difficult can it be to add something new every season? You know, not
Not
that
hard.
not that hard at all. There's like plenty of room. When I think the first thing that I think about in the game is like farmland on the other side of the map. Like there's usually nothing there. Like the only thing that ever really happens in my experience, this is anecdotal, but the only thing that really ever happened in the farmland area of the game map was when the zone pulled in that direction. You know?
Yeah.
There's usually nothing ever over there. It's not a whole lot of loot. Everything's really spaced out. So you could do something new over there. And it gives you completely new point of interest for the entire side of the map. But essentially, they didn't change anything in farmland. So,
No.
um,
No, and the creative process could actually like go into a little bit of that too, where it's like, I'm all I do is I watch Dr. Disrespect and I watch him every single time drop into what is it, Superstore?
yeah.
I swear to God, every game he drops into the
Oh,
Superstore.
yeah.
And it's like just like switch it up. Or not him, but like make it the map so like other people want to jump somewhere else.
Yeah.
Or like I mean that's one person, one streamer I'm watching that does that, but and it might just be that he likes dropping there, but
No, but
I think that's a good point where it's like people nothing changes, so then they just don't ever go anywhere else,
yeah. No, that's a popular spot for if you want to get high kills. So that's what I've noticed. Dr. Disrespect will drop there, Nick Merckx, Z-Laner, like every big streamer, if they're going for like a high kill game, like you either drop like Superstore or like Nakatomi Plaza, but it's almost always Superstore. Sometimes they'll drop somewhere
Yeah.
different, like near airport or something like that, or like the hangar area. But it's Superstore because that's like the highest amount of loot. There's a lot of money there, so you can get your money quick and get a loadout like almost immediately and get rolling into the game. So
Yeah.
there needs to be something different. So either make it, change Superstore or change like the distribution of the loot in the game so that people want to go somewhere different. Um, and there are other things that could be changed as well, right? Like
Yeah.
tons of different things that they could change. But I don't know. Maybe it is a lot harder than we think to do those things, but I really don't think so.
Doubt it.
They have engineers, artists, um,
Yeah,
designers.
thousands of workers,
Yeah,
especially on Warzone. I guarantee you they have, you know, hundreds, if not more than hundreds of like workers like dedicated to Warzone.
yeah,
And like you've been saying, they've earned close to $3 billion. That's a number that you threw out there, so I don't know if it's exactly right, but
yeah.
like
That's what the game. It's made. I think now more than $3 billion for Activision Blizzard. That could be accounted
yeah,
for Modern or Call of Duty.
just yeah,
So
it's dumb.
dumb, dumb. I agree. I agree, and
Yeah.
it's like it's a bummer because I really enjoyed playing the game, but you know my boredom and the lack of interest, the growing lack of interest that I had, coupled with the fact that Activision Blizzard was like going through this like really shitty lawsuit and their work environment. I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna play this game anymore, at least for the time being, until things like kind of change. I was done with it. So it's like it's off my Xbox, it's off my PC. I haven't played it in a long time. Well, long time. It's probably been close to like 2 weeks that I haven't played it. Um,
So long, two
so
weeks.
long. Oh my god, it's been forever. Um, but it has been a long time. When you play it like every day, almost every
Yeah.
day, especially now that I was on like summer break, I was like, oh, I'll play a couple hours and then like record a couple game clips and post them, whatnot. Um, but yeah, I was just kind of over it, so I got rid of it, and I was like, you know what? There's some other games that I like really like playing, but because I'm so used to playing Call of Duty, I just always, you know, opt for that one just out of ease. Because
Yeah.
I know it's a game that's like kind of doesn't require me to think all that much. because it's just muscle memory. I've been playing it for so long that I just already know what to do. If I go to a new game, I'm like, oh shit, what does that button do? Oh yeah. Oh wait, no, that's and then so.
Yeah,
And then I've
exactly.
also started playing with my mouse and keyboard. There's some games that don't have controller, so that's weird. Like some
Yeah.
games I play with controller, some games I play with my keyboard. It just depends on the fucking game. So
Yeah.
I just wanted something different, something new.
Something new. That's kind of the same thing I've been dealing with, kind of going in.
Yeah,
Not one to play because I won't play a battle royale by myself.
yeah.
Said it's like not really that fun to me. I'll play with like other people, but
Hmm.
if I'm playing by myself, I'll like turn on like Rocket League for a couple matches and like, man, I'm bored of this. Or I'll like turn on Cold War for like a couple matches and like, man, I'm really bored of
Yeah,
this. So nothing's really like piquing my interest lately.
yeah. I'm in the same boat. I'm trying to find something that I can like really play and get like fucking cat hair in my mouth. um, like, god dang, get into. Like the last game that I would like got really sucked into was man like when I got Witcher 3. Like I
Yeah.
was spending so
The-
much time in that game. Also like racing games. I for whatever reason I'll play a racing game for like 6 hours.
yeah.
Just because one, I love like the races and I love cars, so it's like I have something to like build up to. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so it's like, oh, you win this race, you get a new car, or there's like some like in Forza, they're like hidden Easter eggs or cars in the game. They call them like barnyard finds. Um, so if you explore the map and you happen upon this car, then you can like claim the car, take it to a garage and have them work on it, and they'll refurbish it, paint it up, and then you can add it to your garage and drive it whenever you want, which is pretty rad.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, taking that over to like talking about something new, right, for Warzone, like the cool thing with Apex is that they have the ranks, right? So you can go from like, you know, copper to bronze to diamond to predator. I don't know if that's the actual progression, but I think predator is the highest one. Is it predator or masters or something? Which is like the
Yeah, I'm not
highest
sure.
rank that you can have.
Yeah.
So there's something to go for. In Warzone, it's just like I have this many wins, I have this many kills, or I'm a level 1,000, or I have this. But there's no rank.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be really cool to implement as well. Something new that people would be able to go for. But again, Apex also has a much stronger anti-cheat system. So yeah, I don't know what they'll end up doing. It'll be interesting to see where they go with it. But yeah, I'm trying to find a game that I can play for hours on end and just be happy playing with it.
Exactly. You know what? One, I was just kind of looking up some games that are coming out for Xbox, and one that I'm really excited for is the Back for Blood.
I've been
It's
seeing more
the
about that. I haven't read anything about what it's about, but I've been seeing ads.
Did you ever play Left 4 Dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the same people that made This
Oh,
is
really?
basically like Left 4 Dead 3, basically. So it's a
Oh.
four-player. It's a four-player like survival
Uh huh.
co-op like game where
Okay.
you kind of go through the level and then you get to these checkpoints and you're just trying to survive.
Okay.
It looks sick. Like I'm super
Nice.
excited for it. Left 4 Dead was one of my favorite games for the
Yeah.
Xbox 360.
Let's see. Um. Yeah, my friend played Left 4 Dead all the time, and I would play with him like when I went over to his house. Um,
Hmm.
but I haven't, God, I haven't played it in years. Um, that ought to be really cool though.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, there are other games that I like to play too. Like I like playing World of Warcraft, or there's a New World that's coming out from Amazon Games. It's like their
New World,
first.
yeah.
Yeah. Um, that seems like it'd be pretty cool. Hopefully that will like stick and not like lose its popularity or like momentum. Because
Yeah.
there were some games that just kind of like Cyberpunk was supposed to be huge, and it was supposed to be like, I don't know, maybe like a new GTA type game, but in a different world, and then it just
Yeah.
fucking flopped.
Yep.
So hopefully that won't happen with New World. But I love playing games like that. I liked World of Warcraft, but the only problem was that you have to pay for a subscription. And I was like,
Yeah.
I already have so many subscriptions, so I'm like, I'm not going to continually pay.
Yeah. I'm part of this other Discord with some of my like high school friends. I
Mm-hmm.
don't ever talk in it because all they do is play World of Warcraft,
Yeah,
and they're like, we're pretty excited about New World.
yeah,
So that's the only thing I've really heard about it.
yeah. There, I mean, and that's what I was going to mention too. Like, I do get hopeful that things will change with Warzone and Call of Duty, but then I also think that World of Warcraft has also had its issues. Like the community of World of Warcraft has been like complaining about things for years, and Warcraft has been
Yeah.
out since 2004, and
Yeah.
still over a decade later, there are things that the community has complained out about that have yet to be addressed or fixed
Hmm.
in its entirety. So they don't particularly have a good track record of like fixing the problems that the community asks to be fixed.
Yeah.
So, and Warcraft is like incredibly popular. You know what I mean?
Still is. Yeah.
Yeah. So, who knows, man? Who knows? I don't know. Not me.
I don't know. Only God knows. Only
Only guy.
God
Yeah.
knows.
Please, dear Lord.
Please let Warzone be good again.
Oh man. So, but yeah, interesting conversation to say the least about
Yeah.
where shit will go. Or maybe it won't. I don't see it going anywhere. I don't think it'll die, but I think they have to do something before people start really complaining about it. But then again, like what you and I hear and what we complain about, maybe like the other, I don't know, let's just say couple million people play Warzone and Call of Duty. Maybe we're just part of a small percentage that like a lot of people just play it really casually, like a couple games after work, and they're like, it kind of sucked, whatever. Like, oh, you don't worry about the hackers. I don't play it enough to really be concerned about it. Like I
Yeah.
play the game, blah blah blah. So maybe they're just the casuals that are ruining it. Fucking
Maybe.
casuals. Maybe. But I mean, again, that's probably who the game is being made for the masses, the biggest, uh, demographic. I don't know. Who knows? Not me.
Not me. I don't get paid high enough to even care about that kind of stuff. So
No, no. Uh, you know, they're not even paying me or us, and here we are talking about it,
yeah, I
giving
know.
publicity for what? For what?
Even bad publicity is good publicity. You ever hear that before?
Yeah. Oh, there's no such thing as bad press or bad publicity. Yeah. Oh yeah. So maybe we're just doing
Yeah.
them a favor with the tens of listeners. So,
Good other guys.
um, but yeah, that's all. Um, I'm about that's about all the time that I have. I'm starting to get a little hungry. I need to get some
Yeah.
food and maybe a Mountain Dew. Um,
Dude.
but yeah, to everybody that's there, thank you, JCB. I don't know how to say your name. I'll just go by JCV. Thanks for pitching in, and everybody else that was here with us today. Let us know too in the comments for this video. We tried something new. I went onto YouTube Live rather than Twitch. So we had about the same amount of viewers, but I'm testing things out with YouTube Live here. So I think you can comment on the video. So if you are listening to this and you can't really chat right now, leave a comment later on the video and let us know your thoughts on Warzone and what's going on, yada, yada, yada.
Also, good we did. Tell me how good I did specifically.
Exactly.
I need to know.
Adam needs
I need that praise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's okay. Also, I like the background. Look at these nice little mirrors. Little plants.
You like that? Well, part of the reason why last week we couldn't podcast was Max was gone, but I was also gone. I was moving, so I moved in with my girlfriend, and so my digs are infinitely better than my last place. So, yeah, you guys will be seeing a much cleaner, nicer background.
Nice.
Which is nice.
I kind of like the old background. It's like you were in like an old storage closet.
Yeah, like
it's like a rustic feel.
80s, yeah. Kind of like a gulag.
Yeah, yeah. Gulag.
Very much so.
I mean, those mirrors are kind of 80s looking.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit, man. I dig it. Also, that there's a wreath back there.
There's a lot of fake plants in here. You know, a lot of the stuff is because Emily moved from another room in the house into here because her old room left, and she actually gave us some of her old furniture, and that's what those are, the mirrors.
Is this is this a bigger room? Is that why she took this one? Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, and it's nice. It has its own bathroom, its own like closet.
Nice.
So.
Nice.
Yeah.
We like that. Yeah, it sucks. Every time we have to use a bathroom, like I have to make sure I'm clothed.
I know.
Because it's like across the hall, and I'm like, oh my God. I hate this. All right, man. Well, hey, congrats on the new place. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys later.